officiating staff between Mai Forsberg, Felicia Grinter, and Roy Bourbain. That's your staff here tonight. Second opportunity here, Michigan State, an awfully good team in terms of offensive rebounding. They'll get about 16 of those per game.
Yeah, that's best in Big Ten Conference right now is the number of offensive rebounds. And it's because in there, Pat Bird gets an arm up to try to clear some space. Well, that's a matchup to keep an eye on throughout the night.
And nuisance, that's a good way to describe her defensively. Such a pest, and she's been that way her entire career. There's the 2-point.
Offensive threat for her team, and she's so explosive to the rim. Indiana knows they have to try to keep her in front. She wasn't able to score that time, but she causes such problems defensively when she breaks down on the dribble.
Patberg left all alone, so she'll go high on points for Indiana.
And that's a good start for her because she had a tough game against UCLA and had all the holiday break to think about.
And that she did. Her head coach was certain about it. Oh, nice move. 10 from the wing. Michigan State, 3 buckets from 2 different players. A couple of the buckets from Gaines.
She double dribbled.
Well, she might have, but they didn't call it.
Composed themselves after turning it over.
Berger stepping in the passing lane. Michigan State now suddenly getting sloppy with the basketball. What a move behind the back. And Berger takes it for 2. There for Clouded. And they feed the post that time to Parks. One of the other freshmen. Turnaround won't fall. To McCutcheon, who shoots the 3 and hits.
That's big. The excitement of conference play and the fact that this is the first game after the holiday break. Haven't been back very long, just trying to get their feet underneath of them, both teams.
Yeah, heavy dose of Big Ten.
Understands what she wants to do, extremely skilled.
That's Colley off the mark. She won't be shy to shoot that shot. And on the push, here's Penn. Indiana looking for some numbers. She'll take it inside the lane, and the floater falls. Underneath double figures. They had 5 averaging in double figures going into their last game with Penn just above that 9.9 that you saw there. But now 4 players averaging in doubles, and they feed the freshman again. It's home.
As well as her right hand, Megan Gustafson is her idol, and she has used her workout tapes, and she really wants to play and make an impact like her.
Fritson, you got a freshman right behind her.
Sedano just stepping into that role, held by Megan Gustafson. That was so much fun to watch during her time in her Big Ten career.
A huge role. Into the corner, there's a 3, and
Michigan State defender. But when you don't have that Jenna Allen to dump the ball to inside, you got to be able to change some things up, and they're bringing some full court pressure this year. That's why they're one of the best at steals in the Big Ten this year.
Average about 12.5 per game. Off-balance shot there for 7 wins, and I know Notre Dame is not Notre Dame that we're used to this year, but they went into a South Bend arena and beat, at the time, a ranked Notre Dame team as well. So a quality win for Michigan State in that area.
Worthen didn't pull the trigger on that 3-pointer, and she was hitting them at shoot-around today. She was red hot. I'm surprised she didn't take that.
Sometimes it's a different feel in the game.
It definitely is.
You got that opponent staring at you. Berger. Grace Berger is such a great story for Indiana. And her improvement from her freshman year to her sophomore year. You see, this season she's averaging almost 13 points per game. That's leading the team this year. For a player who really only averaged 5.5 last season. Here's Colley, who will get a post touch and take it right at Berger. That
great. I really like my teammates and my team. We're doing really well. We're 3rd in our league right now, so looking to get back there and continue to have success. That little assist.
You're talking about Caleb Ellis, who got him back. Not little assist, but she got another Indiana freshman with that block. Here's McCutcheon into the lane. Scoop shot is good.
Season, it was great. I mean, couldn't have ended on a better note. I think we made the NCAA tournament. Got beat by Notre Dame, but they were great, fantastic last year. Down and run the floor. Just play hard, honestly.
Okay.
Yeah.
But she was trying to get in position there. 3-point advantage. We're about midway through the second quarter here.
But no matter what, I'm always going to be proud of her. So she could, you know, lay an egg today, but after the game, I'm going to give her a great big hug and say, hey, I'm proud of you. So.
Aww, sister love. I love it. To the freshman for 3. She's hit a couple.
Things happen. Be playmakers.
It's a 3 attempt there for Berger.
And Berger looked a little hesitant that time. Her defender falls down, and she's trying to decide, should I take it in or take the shot here? And you kind of got in that in-between stage.
A 1 for 8 shooting start here in the second quarter for Indiana. Actually, 9 combined points, really, between the two teams in the second quarter. Here's Gaines taking it inside off the glass for 2.
Take away that rhythm defensively.
And Colley will sit out with the 2 personals. She's played 13 minutes here so far, a player that's Lucy Merchant didn't know how much she would play. What a move there. Does that make see some similar moves like Megan Gustafson? Aralt is short, gets her own miss, and the kick out to Clouden. What a big to nothing advantage for Michigan State. Mentioned they'll get about 16 offensive rebounds per game.
Good help defense on the drive by Gouldbay that time.
This is McCutcheon's shot, and she hits it.
Throws in that game, so important for Indiana to hit those.
Yeah, different story tonight, 7 of 8 shooting from the free throw line. Now a minute to play. Indiana trying to make one last charge here before halftime comes, trailing by 10.
They need some momentum. They need to have some good possessions. If they can go 2 for 1 here, get a couple of possessions to Michigan State's 1. But right now there's some miscommunication. Allie Patberg looking for her team to set up and what she needs them to be in.
They're chewing up some time. Now 6 on the shot clock. A deep shot clock possession there as Berger takes it in. The leading scorer for Michigan State. And the takeaway. Here's Berger. Off to the races. Has Patberg if she wants to use her. Doesn't need her.
Michigan State doing better on the offensive boards. They've turned Indiana over. They've hit 3-pointers at a greater rate. But they only lead by 6, so it's going to be an exciting second half here. These first couple of minutes, I think, going to be very important.
Looks like the same starting lineups here for both of these teams to start the third quarter. Yeah, if you're going to take a this is what we need to do checklist off of the Susie Merchant checklist chart, it would be defense, it would be 3-point shooting, it would be offensive rebounding, things that we saw in the first half.
And Victoria Gaines getting involved. She's in double figures now. She's had a good game being aggressive with the basketball. That time she was just left open off the help defense.
A new season high with that bucket. The first time she's in double figures. How about
Patberg? And there she is right there getting to the rim, but well contested as she got into the paint.
And nothing coming easy for Nia Clouden tonight. 2 of 8 shooting. Patberg, Probin. Inside, she'll turn around and hit. Colley playing minimal time, just about 9 minutes in the first half.
Wise was wide open, but she picked up that 3rd foul. And she's been bothered by some injuries this year that her time may be limited because of that as well.
The same injury that's really kind of bothered her career. The turnover order after Michigan State picked up the first bucket here of the third. Remember, they've got 10 already in the third. They scored 10 total in the second quarter.
Yeah, that's much more like Indiana was showing themselves to be in non-conference, just being so explosive offensively.
McCutcheon has scored in double figures, the 47th of her career. Gets most of her scoring from the 3-point shot as she sizes that one up with Penn defending her. Out to Aralt, who has a couple of threes in the first half. She'll pull up for 2.
Check, but I think she needs more touches.
Blocked by Gouldbay. What can Indiana do with it? Here's Penn. Hard screen from Gouldbay. Frees up Penn. Gives it back to Gouldbay for 2.
By Jalen Penn. She knew the good screen that she got and delivered a great pass to set her up in reward for the screen.
1 of 3 assists here for Penn. Indiana continuing to find success in the paint. Here's McCutcheon for 3. That's a deep shot.
Great defender and now a great coach and leader for this team.
The all-time assist leader too, by the way, as McCutcheon is kind of creeping up on that record. Kristen Haney, she looks so casual. You know, she was scoring. And you mentioned her performance at shoot-around today. She was so casual about doing it too. She was wearing long pants, a long shirt, scoring every time she touched the basketball.
And all the Michigan State players just looking around like, how are we supposed to stop that?
Here's the freshman inside who kind of muscles her way. Part of the inside presence and paints in the point presence that Indiana has had. Cloud misses a three.
A big rebound by Penn, because that's a long rebound. The Michigan State has been getting a lot of those long rebounds off missed shots here in the game. So a big one for Penn to go retrieve.
Patberg turning the corner for two. 2.5 to play here in the third. McCutcheon brings it up. Aralt, what a pass to Osman for two. Penn going off the bounce, spin move, step through. Holmes with the offensive rebound and put back and one for the freshman.
And the thought process for both coaching staffs to say, here's what we're expecting on these inbounds play. Here's what we want you to do defensively, and really anticipating, because they can be the difference in the game. Those scores or those mistakes you make on inbounds play.
Yeah, baseline out of bounds, sideline out of bounds, really kind of the special teams kind of plays, if you will. Nice move from Holmes. Gaines steps back, that's a three. Final few seconds of the third quarter. And Patberg will slow things up. Gaines trying to poke it away. Holmes! Nothing for Osman. Back to Gaines, out of the outstretched arms of Holmes, who made that one tough.
And she made the guard shot tough, too. She helped on the drive, and then she recovered to Gaines.
Patberg beating everyone to the rim.
She is so good at being slippery in the paint and weaving her way through the defenders. Nice finish.
16 for Patberg, 16 for Holmes, and 12 for Berger. Double-figure scores for Indiana tonight. Gaines step-through move. Got the bucket, the contact.
Spartans under the basket. Yes.
All alone. There is Little.
Leading the team. Everybody, she's on the top of everybody's scouting report.
Yeah, that is the beauty of conference play. No matter how good you are in the non-conference, it's like you got big sister or little sister kind of waiting in the wings by the time conference play comes around. These teams know each other like, wow.
In non-conference, but then you prepare for what you're going to see night in and night out in Big Ten play.
And of course, the defending Big Ten champs. But we have one to decide here between Indiana and Michigan State. You saw the hot shooting by the Hoosiers. They're pretty good in terms of their season averages. About 48% for the season, but they've upped that to 60% tonight, and layups will help that shoot. Yaney into the lane. McCutcheon, step through move, beautifully done by Taryn McCutcheon. A seat for Michigan State. Here's Berger to bring it up. Holmes calling for it. Playing with the three personals. Patberg, nothing there.
There's good rotation by the Michigan State defense to not.
Largest lead for the Hoosiers have been 11. Ellis, no.
Good defense by a couple of freshmen there for Indiana. And that's okay.
Reset.
And that's okay. Patberg didn't force in that situation. Holmes wanted the ball badly on the block, but Patberg didn't need to force in that situation.
Berger into the lane, will pull and fire off the glass.
Experience, her ability to score the basketball. To complement Clouden as well as McCutcheon in guard play, and to get games like we've seen from Victoria Gaines tonight.
Pressure coming, Indiana solves it. Patberg leads to a transition, count it.
He's in a very tough team, so those are the teams that they measure up and they got better. But they've still got some things to take care of trying to generate offense. The beginning of this half showed some patience for that shot in the paint. She hit a three-pointer when she felt she had some room, and she just gave some early momentum and leadership. Then she drew that foul, that offensive foul on Colley, and really set the tone for the second half.
There's the buff of 1,000 career points, and now she's one away. She's sitting at 999. Finger roll